Events like German Sundays, they are there to protect the craft of the house.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Because of this industry, it's not as glamorous as you see it. When you are inside, you see there's a whole lot of loopholes.
Yeah.
You understand? The organizer of the event believes that at the time you can take this crowd to another level. So it doesn't mean when you play earlier
You're the superstar.
you are the superstar or no. Upcoming DJs, make sure that get yourself a proper job and do this thing as an extra, because of it might hurt you when time goes if ever you depend on it a lot.
I want the guy to introduce himself.
Yeah, right. I'm not Druza the German. That's what I'm known as in the industry.
Kalemi moved Jala like
Yeah, like
how
Bahama.
many times did you play?
Yo. Bahama has been home. Bahama made Druza the German, from the inception of my beginnings when I started this DJing things. I started at Bahama. You understand? So I can't tell you how many times it's been.
Then where did you start and when did you start?
I started DJing back in 20. I think it's 2012. I moved to Soweto, and yeah, sure, I felt in love with music since day one. I understand.
Out of the blue.
Sure.
Out of the blue.
No, it was not out of the blue. It's something that I grew up with. Before I was rap. You understand? I was.
Used to be a rapper.
Yeah. These are force, but yeah, back in the days. But I outgrew that thing, and then I started listening to deep house, and I fall in love with deep house.
And
then I started maybe name dropping the likes of Boni. Yeah. So it's the guy.
A local artist.
The local artist is a guy that actually gave me a chance to be on that. I've got so much respect for Mchita because of he made me who am I today. Because of he's the first guy who gave me the chance to actually play.
And then apart from music, how do you make money?
Apart from music, I'm a hustler. I'm a civil engineer by profession.
Okay.
So I'm into construction and all. That's my 8 to 5. But yeah. Sure.
Another thing I've realized now. So today I was listening to a mixtape. I don't know if you still remember. There's this mixtape called Drive.
Take a Drive. Take a Drive.
So I was listening to Volume 4 and Volume 5.
Sure.
What I can tell you is like the mastering, the set is still the same.
Yeah.
It's different songs, but how you play your set from the beginning up until the closing is still the same.
Yeah.
Why is that?
It's the consistency, and the height of the music that I play. As a disc joker, you need to have a skill in terms of track selection, sequencing and mixing, of course. So that is why when you listen to Take a Drive, because all my mixes I call them Take a Drive Volume 1, Take a Drive Volume 2. So why Take a Drive? Take a Drive is those mixes is not a mix that you should listen to it sitting down. You must drive so that you can
because I was doing something.
Exactly. So you need to be busy with something so that you can relate to the mix.
And it seems like a stop.
Yeah.
Take it back.
My last Take It Drive, I think it was a volume 8 or volume 9, and since then life happened, and I had to
So volume
focus.
8 still available on the net?
Yeah, it's there. The volume 8 is still there.
When was it?
Yeah, maybe 4 years ago.
4 years ago.
Yeah.
Because
the last time I dropped the mixtape.
Back then.
Yeah.
So damn. Are you under a record label?
No.
Why is that?
Look, I'm not a producer. I'm just a DJ. I don't produce music. I'm just a disc joker, and also for me, being a DJ, it's a hobby. So I don't want to fall under any record label. And no, I'm fine like this. And I've been pushing myself since day one. And man, I'm good. I'm good.
So, how do you promote yourself?
How do I promote myself?
Besides seeing a post somewhere that the DJs gonna come by or something. Wow.
Yeah, that's a valid question, bitch. Promoting yourself is going out there, meeting with different people, and negotiating your way to play. To say, okay, this is what I have for you. This is what I can deliver for you. That's how I market myself, and through my brand as German Sundays.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is it about German Sunday? What's going on there?
German Sundays, it's a deep house event that actually focuses more on deep house, especially the underground. Because
so you host an event and invite DJs.
Yeah, that's what I do.
So probably you are a DJ. Basically, you are a DJ and an event organizer.
At the same time. Yeah, I've hosted Amapiano by big names like your Billy Davids, your Suits, your
5 aspiring deep house producers.
Deep house?
Deep house producers.
I'll go for Suits because of Suits is producing more of the music that I actually I relate to.
Close to.
I'm close to him, but he's from Swaziland. So
You guys communicate more.
Yeah, we do communicate.
Okay,
apart from Suits, another producer, there's a guy called Karabo. He's from Druza. He's local. Yeah, it's Karabo. And international, Chipster. And then man, there's quite a few.
What about Chima Music? Is it deep house producer or a...
Yeah, he's a deep house producer. But Chima Music is more of soulful. I do play soulful at times, but I'm more on deep. The Godfathers of House as well. Yeah, I'm a fire push. I've once shared a stage now as well. Touche. There's a club called Touche like us. So they came and they played after me. And they really appreciated the set that day because of I put them under pressure after being affiliated. They said, but they put my controller and the crowd. Yeah. So I've got much respect for Amapiano as well.
So in most cases, like your mixes,
do
you record them live or it's pre-record before you upload?
I pre-record them. Reason being, I used to have the equipment, the decks and everything, but hence I said life happened, so I had to get rid of them, and then but I do the pre-recording, then I upload them.
When last did you play except for today?
Sorry?
When last did you play?
When last did I play? Wow, it's not so long ago. I was playing here in Bahama as well.
This year?
Yeah. It's less than a month. Let me say a month ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Makes sense then.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, so don't you wanna be in the music? So in a song?
I'd love to. I mean, I would love to. But for now, I don't think Gucci is cut decision for that. Because of I always do my things, in timing. I just don't do things because of I feel pressured to do something. Yeah, understand? It needs to come from somewhere so that I can be. It's possible I can be in a song. There's a couple of producers that I know Amapiano that I can collab with, but for now I don't think it's the right time for that.
It has a time.
Yeah, exactly, sure. Yeah.
But then it kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
But then you're sad.
Yeah.
I said it's dope. I still feel like I'm listening to Take It Right.
Yeah.
Take It Right to Bahama.
Exactly. Yeah. Look, music it's a feeling, So if ever you don't touch someone's feeling, for me, I feel like if ever ngiyadlala, then I don't touch someone in a certain way, I feel like I didn't play. Yeah. But if ever someone will come and start appreciating to say, "Oh, dog, the set was good," even if I'm playing for 1,000 of people or patrons on the day, my fulfillment comes from that one person who will appreciate my set for the day. Yeah.
Okay, I'm sure. Tell me this. I'm sure you have like a playlist. Today I'm gonna play this.
Sure.
Is it depending on the crowd? Like, okay, let's say today.
Yeah.
Feeling like Bahama.
Yeah. Sure.
Are you gonna change your playlist?
It depends. It depends, Gucci, what type of crowd. But what I've learned is that yes, you need to prepare, but you must prepare for the worst. For something like, okay, now say maybe it was flat, it was something chilled and all. Then I need to have the skill to say, you know what, now I'm changing to this. So it depends on the day when you actually arrive on the deck and you look at the crowd. Then you can actually now start deciding if ever you want to go hard, you want to go soulful, you want to go, whatever it is that you want to play on the day.
Somebody once told me that if you play at the last, like you are the last person to play, in most cases you're boring. Is it true?
No. I think when you get booked because of they want you to play at the certain time, and the organizer of the event believes that at the time you can take this crowd to another level. So it doesn't mean when you play earlier you are the superstar, or no, you're still an upcoming DJ. No, it's because of the certain craft of your music fit that time.
So what happens if at the beginning people are at fire, they are dancing, everything is a vibe, and then later on people are drunk, they're tired, and then as a DJ you kind of feel like you're not touching them somewhere. Are you gonna change your playlist?
No, look, a playlist on the day, this thing it works with your mood, People will follow you as a DJ because of you are the entertainer, right? And when we look at you, for example, you can come event people are there, and you can't drop it. But if ever you are a DJ that has experience, you can actually calm everyone down and say, I'm starting afresh, let's relax. And you start playing, soft music to say, you've been high, slow down, chill, calm down. But you still give them the same energy of whatever that they got from the previous DJ, but in a different sound.
And how often do they book like deep house DJs and producers?
They do.
Event organizing.
Yeah. Look, now the industry obviously is saturated by the mainstream music, like your piano and all. But trust you me, the deep house scene is something that, for me, it's very mortal. it won't end now. The crowd and the craft for those people are there. They are always there. There's people who listens to deep house, but unfortunately now, because of the industry, as I've said, which is saturated by the mainstream, it's kind of difficult to book a DJ, a piano on a deep house, go event, maybe a mainstream. You understand? But events like German Sundays, they are there to protect the craft of the house. Yeah.
So how do you promote German Sundays?
German Sundays, they've started back in 2018, and since then, man, that event has been growing and growing until I came to a point whereby I stopped due to some personal reasons.
Seems like you're always stopping due to personal stuff.
Yeah, sometimes you shouldn't cloud yourself in entertainment and then you forget dealing with yourself, because of if ever you will do things while when personally you are not okay, chances are whatever that you're going to do, it won't have a fruitful outcome. You understand? So the energy must relate to whatever that you are doing at the time. So you need to resonate the energy to the event, or as a DJ, or when I drop the mix, it must talk to me first, to say this, I can give it to the people and listen to it. You don't just do things because of you need to keep yourself out there. You understand? Sometimes we end up not focusing more on ourselves. We're focusing more on entertaining people and forgetting about yourself and your happiness. So your happiness starts first. When you are happy, everything that you're going to touch, it will turn into gold. Yeah, sure.
And then how would you advise like aspiring DJs, producers, that maybe in terms of record labels, you're not into a record label,
sure.
Maybe somebody somewhere they saw an opportunity and then they be like, yeah, we're interested in this person, and how about we sign you in?
Yeah.
What would you say to that person, DJ or a producer who just got signed to a record label?
Look, there's for me, man, I don't know how to advise when coming to that department, but what I would say to the upcoming DJs is that don't depend on being a disc joker. You must have a permanent side hustle that actually feeds you, because of this industry. It's not as glamorous as you see it. When you are inside, you see there's a whole lot of loopholes. You understand? So what I would advise is that upcoming DJs, make sure that we scale out, get yourself a proper job and do this thing as an extra, because of it might hurt you when time goes if ever you depend on it a lot.
So, but then why is it always people saying that maybe music or being in the entertainment industry, just do it as a hobby, in terms of just making it your first preference? Why is it that?
It depends.
Are we afraid of getting hurt, or?
They say experience is the best teacher, right?
Okay.
There's so many people or so many DJs that I know that the only thing that they understand is DJing, and they are good on it and they are coining it. But there are a lot of people, again, who are depending on that thing, but they don't have anything to fall off. You understand?
Is that a bad thing?
It's an entertainment. It's like, for example, it's like soccer. It's a short career. You're depending on it. While you're still at it, you need to do your investment. You need to sort yourself out. You understand? Look at amateurs that were playing soccer back then that we were respecting. Most of them is because of it's a short career. It's like DJing. You understand? So you can take it as a career if you want to, but personally, I would advise that don't focus on it a lot. You understand? Don't put all your energy there. But if ever you have it, do it.
But it looks like you have it.
You know why it looks like I'm having it? It's because of I'm not depending on it. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I do it all-heartedly. When I play, like I'm there, you know. Someone is playing because of that's his bread and butter. You understand? If ever I'm not booking, who knows what try out here industry, you know. I'm events are very tool. 4 months, 5 months, you are not getting bookings. How are you going to survive? That's the first question that you need to ask yourself. Yeah.
Is that somebody else's problem or that's your problem?
It's a personal choice. It's a personal problem that you choose. But when you choose it, you really need to know the repercussion of you choosing that particular career. To say, if ever it's my season, I'm getting booked each and every weekend, whatever money that I'm making, I need to save for dry season, because dry season always come. It always come. So now it's winter, it's been winter, events are slow. Events are September. You understand? Now it's so booking, but over the 3 months, how are you surviving? You understand? So that's the short and the long of it. Would at least have something that you can fall on if ever there's a drought in this thing, the whole thing. Yeah.
So does the crowd change your mood in terms of, let's say today you came?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, there are only 5 people.
Yeah.
So how does that make you feel like whenever you're playing and then maybe there are few people or sometimes the crowd?
Yeah, that's the thing. Don't ever allow yourself to be controlled by the crowd. You are here to deliver a service. And out of those 10, 15 people who are there, you don't know, you don't know, Uguti, who's sitting there, who can plug you where. You understand?
Yeah.
There's a guy who's sitting there who's literally who's on the line one. And you know, this guy is owning a big pub somewhere. You know, is observing. Ne? So when you come and play, whether there's people or not, play your heart out. That's it. Don't be controlled by who is there. Play.
Your job is to play.
Your job is to deliver the service.
Okay.
Yeah. Sure. That's how actually you market yourself, because of someone will be like, oh, hello, event. To say you can get a booking out of that event in Abanta by 15. Actually, event is 20K. And both Abanta by 15. Out of that 15, there's that one person who was listening to you. So my advice is, when you go play, whether there's people or not, play music, deliver service. That's it.
So sometimes do you practice before you come on set, or just set up your playlist?
Yeah, look, yes, I do practice, but not a lot. But what I do is buying music. I always buy music. I always make sure that I'm ahead. I know what's coming. I know who's producing what, you know, because of sometimes I've got a direct connection. I'm a producer to say, hey, bitch, hey, who's keeping? Then someone will say, hey, bitch, 9 number, we mamel. I want to go and introduce it before it's been released or ganjan. So yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, well.
How about copyright? Does it affect you in terms of mixing your mixtape?
Yeah, man. Some bro, they tried that thing. You know, with DJs, they must have licenses. You know, but it's practically impossible because of one, the industry is saturated. Yeah. You know, there's a lot of DJs now, and having a license, meaning you need to pay for that license to play a particular music.
Yeah.
Let's say, for example, hypothetically, they say license is 5K. I get the license, I pay 5K, but I don't get bookings. Who's losing?
For instance, 5K per song.
No. To get a license, you copyright is you as a DJ now, you need to have a license to play music, any music, because all the music that we are playing, you know, it's exactly, it's protected. you know, because of it's a product that belongs to someone. Yeah, understand that. So, but copywriting for me, I can condemn that by saying people, they need to buy music so that they can support our producer, their sound. Understand? Rather than pirating, we are pirates. When each and every time you pirate music, don't pirate. Buy that thing so that those producers nabo babe grande life in. You understand? That's how we can support the copywriting thing. Yeah,
okay.
Sure.
And then in terms of bookings, abantu bangakuthola kanjani?
For bookings, you can go to my page, Druza the German. All my details are there on Facebook. Twitter is Druza the German. And then Facebook as well is Druza the German. My number is, should I give them? 081-423-6343. That's where you can find me. So yeah, Facebook, Druza the German. Twitter, Druza the German. TikTok, you know TikTok, guys. TikTok, it's one of the best marketing tools because I've just recently realized, you can meet so many people over TikTok by just seeing me play and so you can go to TikTok as well as Druza the German. That's where you can find me.
Do you go live on TikTok while you play?
Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. Yeah, it depends. It depends on the mood on the day, if ever I want to be live or not. But I always make sure that I take particular content, like today, then I edit there and there, but I'm not a specialist, then I upload.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
But then it's been great, dog.
Yeah.
It's been great just to
No, thanks a lot for the invite.
I'm still crying, dog, about that set. Take a drive, dog. I think now we should just take a drive.
We should, you should take a drive, yeah. Thank you, dog. Yeah, Nyabonga, thanks for the invite, man. Yeah, I really appreciate it. It's an opportunity for me. Some of the people, they don't even know how my voice sounds, but yeah, I think with this podcast they will actually realize good. Oh, it was a cool magazine, you know.